Hey guys, welcome back to BackPocketGameReviews, and today we're going to talk about my Xbox E3 predictions. So, obviously E3 is right around the corner, seeing as that it is next month and all. That's not too long from now, by the way. Next month is also my birthday as well, for those of you who didn't know, and it's either going to be next month or very beginning of July, because I took a week off in July, where I'll do some community playdates again, so you will have a chance to play some games with me, if that's what you're looking to do. If not, so be it. So I have some stuff written down here, and a lot of this is more talking points than it is anything else. The one thing we do know currently that Xbox will be doing at E3 is they're going to officially unveil Xbox Scorpio. So we're going to get to see the actual console itself. So this is where those rumors of that FPS counter will be proven false or not, Lord willing. And this is also where we're going to find out the price of Project Scorpio, which is easily the biggest question right now. I get we know what the power of it is and potentially what it can do, because it will be a console that is capable of running most games actually pretty much every game natively in 4K, which is pretty cool because PS4 Pro cannot currently do that, and this is a lot of the reason why the PlayStation 5 rumors are starting to surface, is that the Pro is a little bit underpowered. So my predictions, a lot of them are going to be based around potential Scorpio things, such as Microsoft is going to announce some kind of VR headset that is going to be capable of working with the Scorpio. Now, when I say Microsoft is going to announce, I don't necessarily mean Microsoft is going to announce a Microsoft-branded headset. I do still think that is a possibility. I wouldn't be shocked if they did. Obviously, they have the Windows headsets that are being developed by Dell, Acer, and a lot of the other companies, but I still feel like those are more for VR experiences, such as like the Samsung Galaxy Gear, such as like movies or that Shark Tank diving stuff, which is all very cool, but not quite where the gaming realm lands. So, and that VR headset could even be mixed reality or augmented reality. Obviously, we haven't really heard too much about HoloLens for a little while, but I don't see HoloLens being used for a gaming headset. It was really cool when they showed it off with Minecraft, but outside of that, I don't really see it having a mass gaming appeal. Even VR has had a lot of issues taking off in the gaming realm currently, so I would think Microsoft would still leave HoloLens as kind of developer tech at the moment. But I could see them announcing, hey, this will work with the Vive, or hey, this will work with the Oculus Rift. I think it would be really cool if they left it as an open platform and made it so it was capable of working with both. That would probably be the wisest decision Microsoft could make. But at that same point, that still leaves a huge price difference between where Sony's headset's getting and where Microsoft would be getting you VR at. Because obviously Scorpio is probably going to cost more than an entry-level PlayStation. And obviously the Xbox One S can't do virtual reality, at least not to a capability that Microsoft would be happy with. It's just like a lot of the people who have told me, if you really want to do PSVR, you are best to go out and buy a PlayStation 4 Pro. You will notice a big difference between them. So, I think it'll be interesting to see what kind of virtual reality announcement we get, and potentially what comes about of Scorpio and its VR capabilities. Now, moving on. Fable. I think we will get some kind of pink elephant in the room, or a small little fart of Fable. Someone is going to mention Fable. I don't know to what capacity. I feel like Fable has not gotten talked about since they canceled that terrible looking wannabe Fable game that they forced Lionhead Studios to develop, that was kind of like an Evolve style game, which Evolve did terribly, by the way. And Fable Legends, that's what it was called. I think you will see a true successor to Fable, whether it just be a tease or whether it just be an actual trailer, and this could also just be a pipe dream coming from someone who truly loved the Fable franchise. I would still even be happy with a full remake of all 3 of the games that came to Xbox One, rather than just the backwards compatibility, but I truly feel like with the power that we currently have, they could do a lot more with Fable than what they have in the past. We have the capabilities of way more AI than what we had with the Xbox 360. They could make this so much more incredible and make it so much more of an experience rather than just Peter Molyneux hype. Of course, I had to mention that. So obviously, we've also heard, too, that there's going to be a Halo announcement. I think there's going to be 2 Halo announcements. Way back when they announced, there's some leaked footage of a Halo Mega Bloks game that was in development, and it actually looked pretty well done. And it looked pretty close to finished, at least from the gameplay that was shown. Now, I personally think that they're going to show off some kind of Halo game that will be friendly for family purposes, because that's one category that Microsoft doesn't have anything currently available in. Outside of the Rare Replay collection, and you have Conkers on there, which then arguably makes that game family friendly. I don't know, it'll be really interesting to see how that also turns out, but I think that we will get some kind of family-friendly Halo experience, especially since they announced that this won't be related to Halo 6 in any way, which could mean that this is a spin-off. I don't think they would do a spin-off, though, because Halo Reach is technically not a part of the Master Chief saga, but even 343 Industries said a big mistake they made was not focusing on the Master Chief in the last game. So my guess is it's going to be something similar to this Halo Mega Bloks. I also think you're going to get Halo 5 on PC. That's the other one. They brought the map editor over to PC, and I get that, you can use the maps now on your Xbox, and it's so much easier to design them on PC, but it makes no sense for them to not bring Halo 5 to PC when all of the focus has been on this play anywhere and the cross-play, and the capability of them having that with Halo would work pretty well, especially with them pushing the whole UWP, the Universal Windows Platform. So cross-play with Halo would be pretty sweet, especially because I have a couple of friends who are PC exclusive. And when's the last time we had a Halo game on PC? Oh, that's right, it was Halo 2. So it's been a really, really long time since Halo has been on PC. I think we're going to see Scalebound. So I think you have them renewing the licensing and everything for Scalebound. I think Microsoft is going to possibly change what that game could have possibly have been. I don't know who they would have put on this project or who they would have assigned to redoing this to match with what their vision of the game was going to be. But I think to some extent you're going to get a tease showing that Scalebound is still currently being worked on. I get a lot of people are very upset about Platinum Games not being a part of it, but you never know. Another developer could still take this very much so as a game that you might enjoy. I wouldn't bash a game just because the developer that I originally wanted to make it isn't making it. It's just like how THQ started off making the Stick of Truth and then Ubisoft took the Stick of Truth, and trust me, I don't trust Ubisoft, but Christ, the Stick of Truth was near flawless when it came out. So obviously I think we're going to see some Crackdown 3. I think we're going to get a final announcement, and I think it is going to launch alongside Scorpio. I think it is going to have a Scorpio souped up mode that it can run in, to where Scorpio is going to be able to show off what all that game is going to be able to do, because the level of destructibility in Crackdown has to be pretty intensive on the GPU and CPU. I mean, for the particles, we're talking GPU, and for the sheer amount of destruction and the calculations it's going to have to run, that CPU is even going to get a little more taxed. But it'll be really interesting to see Crackdown 3 and it running on Scorpio. For all we know, Crackdown 3, where they were saying it's using, I can't remember, Azure, the cloud processing thing, maybe it was actually secretly running on Scorpio the whole time. We don't know. And so finally, this is going to be my last guess at what we're going to get out of Microsoft's E3. And this is the thing I want every year. I will never get, so keep in mind, this is literally just a fever dream. And we shouldn't even say that this is a prediction. This is more just what BPGR really wants from Microsoft. And I want a Stubbs the Zombie remake. For those of you who never played Stubbs the Zombie, it is easily the greatest Xbox One game, or the original Xbox, sorry, I hate that it's hard to say that. The original Xbox game ever made. It's made on the Halo engine. Just go check it out. Awesome soundtrack, awesome game. Really cool concept. Nothing had really been done like it at its time. So I would like a Stubbs the Zombie remake. Microsoft, please make this happen. I could live without having a Conkers remake or Conkers rebooted. Just give me Stubbs the Zombie though. Guys, let me know in the description box down below though what you think Microsoft is going to have to do at E3. And obviously Microsoft's currently in the back half of this race. Sony has them by almost double. Now, when we're saying that though, keep in mind Xbox has sold over 20 million units. That still isn't a light amount of units. It's quite a bit. But Microsoft's really going to have to pull out some exclusives and different stuff and possibly have Scorpio literally be able to dump on the PS4 Pro for them to really regain a lot of that territory. Now, how much of that's super important for them at this point in the game remains to be unseen. But let me know in the descriptions down below what you guys expect to see out of Microsoft this E3, or what you would even like to see. And also, if you haven't already, hit the like button if you enjoyed this video. You can also subscribe and click the little notification bell to let you know when I upload. And stick around because I'll have plenty more content coming for you soon.